Today, we're diving into a startling perspective from one of the auto industry's most influential executives, Carlos Tavares. The former CEO of Stellantis NV has publicly warned that the carmaker could face a breakup unless leadership better manages its complex operating structure. Tavares, who stepped down in December 2024, told press in France that there are several scenarios for Stellantis's future, and one of them involves a division between its European and North American operations. Why does he believe this? Tavares pointed to three major pressure points: mounting competitive threats from Chinese automakers, weak demand in Western markets, and geopolitical/trade policy risks. He argued that structural imbalance and divergent business models across regions make unified management exceedingly difficult. He emphasized that maintaining unity in a company of this size requires daily attention, and warned that without it, the three-way balance between Italy, France, and the US could snap. To illustrate one scenario he laid out, Europe's part of the business being sold off while the Americans focus locally. Time to step back and unpack what this means. First, the risk of fragmentation. Stellantis is a merger of multiple legacy automakers, Fiat, Chrysler, PSA, with a portfolio spanning more than a dozen brands. Each region has radically different product lines, costs, regulation, and customer preferences. Attempting to manage all under one roof is increasingly challenged. Second, the broader industry context. The auto sector is under pressure. EV adoption is slower than expected in some markets, margins are shrinking, and global competition is intense. Leaders like Tavares believe these stresses could force companies to shed non-core operations rather than sustain inefficiency. Third, the implications for stakeholders. If a breakup were to happen, brands could be repositioned, regional governance restructured, jobs shifted. Suppliers, investors, and workers may face uncertainty. Dealers in the US and Europe are already voicing concerns about direction, product overlap, and cost structures under the current model. Tavares' warning is not a prediction with a date attached, it's a cautionary note, but it carries weight because of his experience. He led the creation of Stellantis and steered earlier turnarounds. His view that the survival as a standalone entity will depend on management's daily attention to structure carries urgency. What comes next? Analysts will be watching for strategic moves, asset sales, regional branding shifts, or overt signaling that the company is preparing for separation. Management decisions this year could either reinforce unity or trigger the beginning of division. In summary, Carlos Tavares' comments shine a light on how massive automotive conglomerates, built on global scale, may face breaking points in a shifting industry. A breakup isn't a given, but the risk is real. We follow breaking news, so follow us and subscribe to stay current.